Helen Skelton and I'm here with Blackson Northridge alongside Rose Marie Gare-Simmons to take you through some basic navigational skills. We're going to go on a bit of a hike and Rose, you're leading the way.
Yep, so we're here in Grasmere today. We're going to go up onto Silver House. So when we're looking at our map, we're going to be following this track round and then up onto the open access land here. We're going to follow the path up to the summit. Along the way, we're going to set the map, we're going to practice walking with a set map, and we're going to tick off features that we expect to see to confirm where we're going along the way.
Easy to do and useful skills to have.
Very useful skills to have, very important skills to have, because you don't want to get lost in the outdoors, especially not where we're going today.
That's what I've got you for, Rose. Lead the way. Let's go.
So Helen, I have to ask, you've been on some pretty epic adventures. You've done the South Pole, you've done the Amazon, you've done the Namibian ultramarathon.
I'm very lucky that I've been part of some big adventures, and yeah, spent a couple of months in Antarctica cycling and skiing and walking to the South Pole. That was brutal, -70 and all of that. Spent a couple of months in the Amazon. That was every bit of the adventure. You know, we didn't know where we were going to end up every day. And Namibia, that was just an unbelievable challenge. I didn't think I could run one marathon, let alone three in a day. So
that must have been grueling.
yeah, it was tough, but then I think like any of these kind of outdoors adventures, you just break it down and you do it bit by bit and slowly it becomes achievable. I didn't think I could run 80 miles, but I never in my head said I was going to do it. I just did 5 miles at a time and did it lots of different times.
Yeah, and what about the Amazon? How did you kind of break that down? That's a long way to kayak.
All I did with that was I had this map, and to be honest, I mean the Amazon is so rogue out there. You don't actually, the maps don't match up with the reality, so it was kind of ignorance is bliss. I used to just roll the map, look at what I needed to do in the 3 days, and once I'd done it I chalked it off and unfolded the next bit. So in my head I only ever had to do a little bit, but that was just a trip of a lifetime. You know, sloths and snakes and parrots and fish and piranha every single day.
Oh gosh, really immersed in the outdoors there.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we literally caught our dinner by fish jumping into the boat, so what's more adventurous than that?
So you've recently become a mother of 3 now, so how do you find that in comparison to previous adventures?
Do you know what, I think boys, I had 2 boys close together and then a couple of years and then my little girl, and I just think that parenting is very much like embracing the outdoors, in that you never know what is going to be thrown at you.
Absolutely.
It's unpredictable. You've just got to roll with it. You've got to
weather the storm.
Literally.
Enjoy the sunshine.
Exactly, yeah, the metaphors but reality. But you've got boys as well, haven't you?
Yeah, 2 boys.
And I feel like with kids, particularly with my kids, it's a bit like having puppies. If they go on walks and have treats, they're better behaved, they sleep better, they eat better, they're just better humans.
Yeah, well, we know ourselves from our own experience. We feel great after being outdoors. The same for kids.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's easy to underestimate that, isn't it? And sometimes people think, oh, how do you get them outdoors? How do you get them to get stuck into those things? Well, it's just about finding the fun bits, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And taking the treats.
So we've been following our route up this public right-of-way path here, and along the way we've been ticking off features as we go. Here's our next tick-off feature. So this is a boundary line, the black line on the map, and by ticking these off as we go, we know we're still on our right path. So
how important is it to have these features that you think, that's on my list, that's on my list?
It's really important, because otherwise you don't know if you're following the right path. It's really difficult to kind of stay on track if you're not focusing on where you're walking. We've got our set map, we've used the land around us to set the map, and we know where things should be. So if we're walking up a path and a stream we're expecting to see on the left is on the right, then that's an indication for us that our tick-off point's not in the right place, so we're not in the right place.
Right, well this is ticked off, so we're on the right way. Let's keep going. I know there's a benefit to your body in walking and getting stuck into the great outdoors, Rose, but for you there's a benefit for your brain as well, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. The mental health benefits of being outdoors are incredible. I mean, look at this place. Who can come to a place that's as beautiful as this and not feel great for being outdoors?
And how you managed to not laugh when I nearly fell off the hill there was impressive. But talk to me about how this benefits you.
I suppose I I mean, there's a lot of research at the moment going on. It shows that just 20 minutes a day outdoors improves your well-being. The colour green is proven scientifically to make us feel calmer. Everything about being outdoors is natural. You know, we roamed the earth for tens of billions of years. It's only in the last 200 years since the Victorian Revolution that we've gone indoors with artificial lights and central heating. It's not a natural environment for us. Coming to places like this, to wild places, and being outdoors and exercising, it's natural for us. It improves our well-being.
I just feel a bit less fidgety if I've been out for a walk or taken the dog for a walk or done a lap of the garden even. Yeah. It doesn't have to be something epic, does it?
It doesn't. Absolutely anything else. Even just sitting in your garden, being around the nature, the sound of the water, the birds, seeing the greenery, it's got a calming effect and it helps our mental health.
And how does it impact, as in what effect does it have on your behaviour? You've come out, you've had a good walk, you think the cobwebs have been blown away and I feel good up here, but how does it actually affect how you behave?
I think it affects me in lots of different ways. I work in quite a high stress environment, quite a fast paced environment, so being able to come outdoors gives me balance in life. I'm a mother of 2 boys as well, so you know firsthand what it's like raising boys.
I don't know what you mean.
So just coming outdoors just gives me more tolerance to be a better parent for them, and bringing them outdoors gives them more calmness in their life. It improves your concentration, it improves your sleep, it makes you healthier mentally and physically.
There's nothing more unnerving when you're at home and there's silence if you've got kids, but actually out here you can just lap it up, like the sound of that.
Yeah. It's not suspicious.
Bliss. Oh, look at that view.
Look at that, here we are.
I feel like that was a relatively easy one for you, Rose.
Yeah, it wasn't a big one, was it? But that's what's so great about places like this, is the accessibility.
I tell you what, we've hit the weather right. I can see sunshine over there and hopefully it's moving this way.
I think it will, yeah. So I hear that you've recently partnered with Northridge. Tell me a little bit about what appeals to you with the brand.
I think probably like you, when you have things to juggle, you've got kids, work, and you want to do this. I mean, we've managed to combine the two today, but you know, you want playtime. This is a brand that will take you through all of those things. So if you are, you know, heading out on a walk, you can go from trig point to coffee joint. You can tick all of those boxes because it's versatile, it does the job, but you feel good in it. Yeah. And you know what it's like when you've got to take the kids to school. You might have errands to run, meetings to nip into. The way life is at the minute, you've got work responsibilities and life responsibilities. Yeah, I don't know whether you're climbing an actual mountain or you've just got a million things to get through. It's one of those brands and they've got products that will take you through them all.
Fab.
Have I sold it to you?
You have, you sold it to me.
Right, I'll swap you. Well, I think we've been lucky with the weather, but that doesn't look great. So we should probably head down.
We probably should, yeah.
You have been an absolute joy, Rose. Thank you for your skills, your encouragement, your advice. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Should we get a brew?
Yeah, no, just a place.